downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Minshew. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Tagovailoa finds his tight end Ingram, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 7-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
5 yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After 1 on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Jaguars nothing.
Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12. Now a toss for Swift left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 54.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
9-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
9-yard line.
Tua to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The catch made by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Scotty Miller.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Indianapolis.
Hit it. Mike 51. Ricky Rich. Pilot. 64. Weeks. Roll out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10. At the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Tua completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check it back. Check it back.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's taken in by Duvernay. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No side of the field goal unit. Tua, the final shot before half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Isaiah Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Colts.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Colts 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Check 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
We got this.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Oh, man, cycle. Every day, any day.
Now Tua. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Switch up, switch up.
Now Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Fourth down and goal.
On fourth down. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Swift, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And the Colts first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Minshew. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Gardner Minshew sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's second.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jags, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.